All right, welcome to another impactful episode number 48 with me on Stories That Impact. I have a wonderful guest, my mentor, Umesh Emmadishetty. Hi Umesh, how are you doing?
Hey Amit, I'm doing great. Thanks for bringing me onto your show. It's my pleasure. Uh, I'm excited as well.
Thank you very much Umesh for your time and coming on to the show and sharing your life experience and your stories. All right, before I hand it over to Umesh, let me inform about him. So, Umesh had been into a corporate life for a long period of time, most of his time. And, he realized that he has certain skills, certain hobbies, and, he's not getting the impact that he wants to create in his life and to the world. He found out that his hobbies and his interest lies into digital marketing and social media area as well. So life was not the same for him, and being successful at work, he always knew that he wants to create a large impact, and to do so he actually left his job few years back and started on his own. Now he's my mentor, like I said, but he's also an entrepreneur living in India who loves sharing knowledge and helping others on the topic of social media marketing and digital marketing. Umesh is passionate person who will go that extra mile, and not just one time, every time. I know that. And he'll over deliver and always provide you more than what you have asked for. With that, I would really love to welcome Umesh one more time. Umesh, thank you very much. And Umesh, let's start with your past. I always go back and I tell this to my guests that I'm sorry to dig in the old graves, but let's hear about Umesh, let's say a decade ago.
A decade ago, it's 2010, 2007. I'll go to that time, okay? So, uh, I'm actually very poor in studies, okay? My parents wanted to, like, they didn't have much expectations that I'll go and become like this right now, where I am. So I hardly had pass marks in my education, engineering. Then I always wanted to become entrepreneur, not a job, getting into job and all those things. But I don't know how to start the business, where to start business, what kind of business I should start. So during this time, I went to Australia for studies, and I came back to India. I wanted to start my own business, and I used to ask everyone, like, can you give me a business idea? I want to start something. And they used to laugh at me. Man, what idea should I give to you? You should come with the idea and you should start. Then I don't know, like, I have that hunger that I need to become entrepreneur, not a working professional or something. And at the time, I was doing a lot of crazy stuff. Like, I was looking at that cab business is growing in India, especially in Hyderabad where I live. And this was a time before Ola Uber came. Okay, Ola Uber came around not what popular. So I purchased a cab, uh, which was very expensive. My parents have paid that for that. They took a loan, and I attached that vehicle to the Google. So I need to pick, like, we need to pick the employees and drop at their home and bring them to drop at the office. And at that's the first venture that I have done. I didn't had any idea how that business works. I didn't know what cab to purchase, because there are big difference between purchasing a Chevrolet Tavera, Indica, Tata Indica, small car was a big car. I don't even. I just wanted to become entrepreneur. So I just made mistake. I wanted to become entrepreneur. I called myself as an entrepreneur, but then I found that, man, this is so hard. I hired a person, you know, uh, for a driver, and he used to skip the job, and I used to drive the cab. I used to have a job. I need to do the job. I used to wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I need to drive the cab. I need to pick the people and drop at their office. Come back home. I used to get ready and go to our office. And again in the evening, night, I got married at the time, and my wife used to wonder, what is this guy doing? Like, what is he crazily doing? He got a job. He's getting, like, I have a job. He was getting paid. Why is he doing all this shit? But, like, I was struggling a lot, and my parents said, like, man, enough. You anyhow, your job is not paying a lot. Come back to our home place. Maybe you can start something new. Then I came back to my home place, hometown, and I that big burden is sitting on my head. That car, I need to pay EMI loans. And what should I do? What should I do? Then I got an idea. Maybe I can use my some digital marketing skills and bring customers instead of me, waiting for that. I know there are somewhere people require a cab. Maybe they need to go to a shop like where there's a adda, or what you say, a stand, taxi stand, and people used to go to taxi stand, and they need to hire. Why should they go to taxi stand? Why can't they just connect with me on social media, Facebook? Then I created a Facebook page. Then I put stickers, and I recruited many other cab people, and I used to get calls. At that time, that is where I learned, oh my god, there's a new world, digital marketing. I used to do Facebook marketing. I created website and all those things I learned. But right, married I got married, and that money is not sufficient for me. And at the same time, we are expecting a baby. And my parents again told, you got to get into job, stop all this shit, go get into job. And then I joined a job as a software developer. And for 7 8 years, no business ideas, just I was thinking only job. I put my head down, like I was working. 1 year, what happened? I worked very hard. I was expecting good salary hike, but they told me like, Umesh, you got 5% hike. This is what, 5 or 10%. I was very feeling upset. I came to my colleagues, and I said like, I got 10%. I'm very sad. I'm not liking this kind of stuff. I worked very hard for the year. And one of my colleagues said, Mahesh, you should be very lucky. Okay, in TCS and cab or some other companies, they'll just give 1% or 2%. They're very happy. Feel you're lucky that you are getting at least 10% hike. That's the moment that I realized, oh my god, I'm at the wrong place. 10%, 5% hike, this is not where I need to go. And there were two options for me. Either I should jump a company where I can get 50% hike, or I should stay in this company and start my own business. I choose the second option. Everyone, what people usually do is they jump into another company, and 50% hike. How can I jump? How can I, like, jumping from one company to one company? How far I can go? I need to create my own company. Then I started. Okay, what I'm doing is good. I've settled in this company. What I'm doing, I have good like, I'm doing my work. I know what work I need to do, what should I do, and all those things. At the same time, I started selling on Amazon. Okay, selling yoga mats on Amazon. That again was I wouldn't say failed. The supplier who used to supply my Amazon mats, he was from Delhi. He cheated on me. Like, he cheated, not sending supplies on time. And my Amazon product became top seller. I mean, yoga mats on the category. Then again, I realized, okay, I did a mistake of doing that physical business of running a cab and all those things. I need to do online business. Then I turned into Amazon. Amazon also, I need to rely on supplier. What is that I can create so that I don't need to rely on anyone, which is knowledge. I don't need to wait for customers. I don't need to wait for suppliers and all those things. But I need a mentor. I don't know what to do. What is my, like, what are the things that I'm doing? I used to also sell cotton candies in a supermarket, shopping mall. Cotton candies. Cotton candies, I don't know. It's idea. It came, and when I was doing in my hometown, my relatives and my friends used to come and see, this guy went to Australia for studies and he's selling cotton candies in a shopping mall. What is this wrong? Is he okay? Like, a few of my relatives came to my mother and asking, is it okay? Like, what he doesn't have? He got everything right. Uh, so like, man, I got to know how to do the business. Then I found out Dan Locke, HTC skills. I'm lacking skills. I have ideas, but I lack skills. So I joined HTC, learning sales closure. Then I found Dev Gadvi, who's my mentor, and I joined Passionpreneur. Then I started, someone came in Passionpreneur, asked me, Umesh, you are techie guy, right? Can you build me a website for my webinar? Then I created a website, and that webinar landing page, he made 10 lakhs in that webinar. My God, this is something crazy. How can someone make 10 lakhs in one day or like in 1 month just by sharing the knowledge? This is something new. Then many people started coming. I created a challenge. How can you build a website in 30 days? I put on YouTube, and everyone saw that I'm good at technology and all this stuff. Then I get into the world of funnels and marketing. Okay, this is not just a creating website. There's another world called funnels and marketing and persuasion, copywriting, and all those things. Then everything is like, okay, I'm really passionate about learning all these things. I spend a lot of hours and all. I used to, after I came from my office, I used to spend building websites. So morning, again, building websites. During the office, I used to listen audiobooks. So everything has changed. Like I changed my mindset. I changed once I found my passion. So this is how my decade has been. So right now, I'm working. I have my own agency, funnel agency, which is Coach Funnels, helping people like coaches to build a funnels and making them profitable. So also I become a passionpreneur mentor, helping people to build business around passion. So this is my decade journey, how I am right now.
Wow, wow, that's quite impressive. I mean, from a person who is average in studies to, you know, getting your own. So I can say that you had that bug of entrepreneurship for a very long time, where you got into your own car. You're so desperate to try something. But this is the surprising part, So you went to Australia to work, correct? And so, how long were you there in Australia?
So I went for Australia for studies, okay, for
Oh,
doing
okay.
masters.
Wow.
I was there
Okay.
from 2017 to 2019 or 2019. Sorry,
Oh, okay. So,
2007 to 2009,
okay. Then I
10.
was assuming that
Sorry.
not definitely not COVID
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
So I think so. So you never decide because when people go out to study in foreign countries, most of them stay there. That's number one. They don't want to come back. So I just want to, because the essence of my show is that there are a lot of different group of people that watch my show, from students to mothers to parents and to other budding entrepreneurs and office going people as well. So I'm just asking this. So what made you think? I know you told that your parents wanted to come back, but what was the other aspect that you thought, okay, yeah, let me go back, really go back now?
See, if you remember in 2009, there were so many racial attacks on Indian in Australia at that time,
Oh,
2009,
okay.
2008. Okay, Indian used to get attacked by these other communities. And I was worried for most of my family members, and at the same time, I was not. I wanted to start something on my own, but in Australia, yes, that was actually a big mistake that I did. I feel sometimes, of course, it also became a good decision for me to come back to Australia. But at that time, I used to feel, why did I came from Australia? I should have been there. I should have continued there. But anyhow, I was like a young, very like 20, 21, something around 21. There was no one to tell me. I was bit aggressive and just I can do anything. I can come back to India and I can do anything. So just came back. So there's nothing big deceit or thought process at that
Okay.
time. Just came back, but
Mm.
I realized, oh my God, I did a mistake.
Yeah, no, I think it happens. It does happen. But I think I personally believe, and I'm sure you would also believe, that whatever happens for good in a way.
Yeah, it happened.
So, yeah, exactly. Probably you're in a much better place than what you would have been here in
but
Australia,
but
maybe, or maybe.
but in Australia, going to Australia is a turning point in my life. I I don't know how much I studied in university. I don't even remember what I studied. But the amount of work I did in Australia, like I was doing two like jobs in a what is a burger store. I used to work in Coles supermarket. Man, it actually created a new Umesh. I know. It actually built me confidence because getting exposure to different kind of people, working in with the foreigners, and that give me confidence. Because before that I used to like I hardly speak any interact with anyone. When I came to Australia, I learned how to I can live by myself. I used to wash dishes. I used to wake up in the morning, show up in the workplace. Of course, education. I used to study in the bus when I was going for workplace and all those things. It killed the old Umesh, and that's where actually that burning desire. I need to become success. That's where it actually, uh, put got into my mind. I can work hard day and night. So that's a confidence that I got when I was in Australia. Forget about studies. What I study, I don't even remember.
Well, that's perfectly great. So there's one comment from somebody called as Bharat. He just said hi
Hey,
Bharat.
hi.
I just thought to share it. So yeah, no, I completely understand. I think so. That was the right sort of a turning point, like you said, and the seed of that. Oh, you need to get more money in the sense because there is a lot of things that are attached to money. Okay, it's just
Yes.
perceived in a very wrong way. That's all. Uh, so now let's come back to. Sorry, you're saying something.
I don't know. Like nothing. Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, no. So yeah, so now coming back to the stage, so you were working, and now in India you're working as a developer. You got your 5% hike, and you're not happy. And yeah, most of the people, you're again a, I would say, reasonably unique person because most of the working people will switch jobs. Okay,
Yep.
most of them, and I'll say that's like 90% will do that.
Yeah.
So you not doing it is definitely very unique, and probably I can say it is because of that bug of entrepreneurship in your system for long. But tell me that when you decided, okay, that I'm gonna leave my job, all right, and I'm gonna start on my own now afterwards. First, let's go back. I'm sorry. When you were doing your job, you said that you were reading audiobooks and you're doing things. How did you manage time? Because lot of people always tell me that time is the biggest problem.
So time is not a problem. Okay, everyone has got 24 hours. Time is not a problem. It's about priorities. I decided that I need to quit. In my mindset, my mental, like I quit my job. I'm doing, but I need to fulfill my responsibilities because they have trusted me. They are paying me. I need to fulfill. So when I go to job, I used to do my job. What are the requirements that I need to do and all those things? But uh, there was something like sending people to US on H1B and all those things, and people used to fight and discuss. I didn't care. Okay, whether they send me to America or they don't send me. Anyhow, I'm gonna quit. But the thing is, I don't like overreact to that when you're not doing work and all those things, or I didn't took big responsibilities which actually kill my job entrepreneurship. So I was not much proactive. I used to do the job and pretty much manage all those things and all those things. But at the same time, I have to become entrepreneur, right? I used to uh, after I come from office, okay, I used to work on that for learning funnels and all those things. But as you said, right, I had two options, but most people don't think of the option of becoming entrepreneur. Everyone wants to jump to that's a temporary, okay, that's a temporary, you'll get relief. What happens if I jump to another job? What if they also do the same thing? I worked hard, and again I get 5%, I get 10%. Again, what will do? What most people do? Again, they'll jump to another job. How far you going jumping like a monkey from one place to another place? I need to settle at one place. I need to create my own place. That's when I decided. But it's not easy. managing job and trying to become entrepreneur. It's very hard. It's not easy because you have family responsibilities. And I used to close my door and used to, after work, after came from my office, usually people spend time with my family. I removed the time spending with my family. I used to and work on my computer and all those things. My family used to think that I'm chatting with a girl or something. I'm doing some something extracurricular activities. It was very hard for me to make them believe that I'm working on something. And until that money doesn't come, they think that you're doing something useless thing. And then people used to come. I used to create videos, and I used to think like what my colleagues think about me and all those things. I just used to create videos because I have target. I need to become entrepreneur, but I have responsibilities in my job. It's not like because they have trusted me, they are paying me. I used to deliver my responsibilities and all. It's not like I'm ignoring all those things. I balance, but priorities are there. Like I used to put what are the things that I need to do for the next 14 days so that it will help me to quit my job. So doing webinars, building funnels, getting new clients, and all those things I used to do. So this is a way I think I've done. I got the thought process. So if and not many people may think in this way of quitting the job and building, becoming an entrepreneur. But let me ask you a question: how far you can go jumping from one job to another job? So think about that as well. So create something of your own. You Because your boss or your colleagues may not think about your family, or when something comes, you may be the first person they will fire you. It happens. It happens with many cases, and you need to have a backup. What is it? Parallel income or passive income, whatever you name it, but you need to have. Yep.
True, absolutely true. I have one question from Atul Singh. I'll just share that. But before that, I would like to definitely. I mean, you're absolutely right that it's very challenging, and I want to ask before, like I said, I'll share Atul's question. So Atul, stick around, okay? But I want to ask this. So when you said that you used to do the work that they used to assign, so that means you at least made sure that all the tasks that are assigned to you has been completed, correct?
Yes.
And that makes you what we call it as a regular employee, right? That does all the
Yes.
things that are expected from him or her. So
Yes.
that's a very good point I wanted to highlight, because people need to understand it. It's not that when you start doing something else, you are going to neglect something else, right? It's
Yes.
just that how you manage.
Because I'm
Yeah,
getting income, right? Why should I stop that income until my other engine runs, starts or getting started? I need to have this another source of income. So that's how
true,
what
true.
are the income
And
I'm getting, I'm putting on this. Yeah.
absolutely. And you're also not doing, you said, you're not being unfair to your work as well, because
No,
you're
no,
doing what is required. You're just doing up to the level that is required, and probably
that is
not just
required.
doing more because you're not interested
Yeah,
in
yeah. My
H1Bs and all.
no, no, no. My managers used to say like, why you're not being proactive, or why you're not taking big other responsibilities? Why don't you go into this area? And I know what I have to do, but they don't know what my plans were.
Yeah.
I know, but I used to say like, I'm okay with this.
No, I think that's very good, because the best part was that Umesh, and most of the people do not know. They don't even know what they want. Okay,
Yeah.
most of the time in their life. So that's the biggest pain to start with. So wherever the that shiny object comes across, they'll just go there. So that's the problem. Like oh, there's a
Oh,
H1 visa, they go there, or there's something else, they go there.
yeah.
But you are clear.
True. Very true. Very focused. I know because I know I want what I want, and I'm focused on that. And yeah, people get tempted for H1B or something else and all those things, which are actually distracting. So in a long term, if you think in long term, you know where you have to go, and H1B or all these things are just temporary things. It's not going to change you.
True.
I see. I used to ask people what you're going to get. Maybe not H1B. They used to go on business trips, and they are very eager. And I used to ask, what you'll get, man. If I go for 2 months, I'll save 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees, man. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Can't you make 1
I
lakh, 2
know, I
lakh a
know.
year?
Yeah, I know what you're
So
saying. True, true. No, but
that's what
it's very
happened.
interesting. I'm going to come back to your this focus and determination again. Okay, let me ask Atul's question. And Atul is asking Umesh sir, how much role your education played in your journey towards being a funnel expert?
Zero. Zero. I was
Wow.
computer science. I was a computer science student. If you can see, I did a video. Like I failed in so many subjects. I don't even remember like this many certificates I used to have. Like every time I used to attempt an exam, I used to get failed. It's more than education. Education, most people think that education helps. Of course, education gives you knowledge, awareness. Because I studied computer science, I know about computers and all those things. But that was long back ago when Windows 2000 was there or Windows 95 was there. Now it's completely different, right? And more than education, getting knowledge from these books that I read is more important. That formal education, okay, give me platform, how to read, how to write, how to listen. That's more than enough. So I read from these books, especially that Russell Brunson and all those things. That's how I learned. So if you are talking about the formal education didn't help me anything. But these books that I used to read, and I learned from many courses, and all that has really helped me. And I actually thought of these about a couple of months ago. Why don't I do a digital marketing MBA in digital marketing? So I sent a interest. I filled the form and all those things. Then they came to me, sir. If you do digital marketing, MBA in digital marketing, you'll get clients. Well, I don't have my MBA, but I already have clients. How it is going to change? No, sir, you'll get recognition. I already have recognition. I know I'm creating content and all those things. Then I said, this is bullshit. I don't need to do MBA in digital marketing. I don't need MBA because I have already got clients and I'm giving results. I'll do MBA in results. Let me produce more results, more than
Fantastic.
MBA. Yeah,
That's really nice. MBA in results. I love that. I love that. And Atul also just shared his laugh when you said no, nothing helped you. But
man.
I like that.
My passing percentage is 51.51. That too after 6 7 years I passed my BTech. Okay, I'm not good at education.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. Yeah, I think we just sometimes over focus a lot on the marks and things like that, and people do not realize many things. Like I give an example to everyone is that if you think Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook, and now there are doctors and PhDs and scientists working under him, and he's not even a graduate probably.
yeah, yeah.
So doesn't matter.
You
And
don't
just
need to become smart. You need smart people. That's it.
yeah, exactly. And I've put it on comments for all the platforms that MBA in results, that just so that I also remember. One thing, Umesh, I want to come back with this motivation and focus aspect. Okay, what I'm asking is why I'm asking this is that lot of people when they get onto their journeys, okay, be it entrepreneurship or be it any journey that it's a different one, and especially when there are too many naysayers like people like your parents sometimes, because they care for you, right? They love you, they care for you, your family cares for you, they don't want you to get into trouble. How do you manage? I understand that you had the entrepreneurial bug, but how do you still manage your focus and determination? Because you might had a lot of swamp times, right? You might have gone down many times
Oh,
this last
yeah.
period. Please share, how did you say some examples and how did you manage yourself?
See, I read many biographies of like entrepreneurs. I know. Even my mentor used to say, there will be this journey is not going to be like straight line. There will be ups and downs, ups and downs. Just focus on your goal, what you want to become. Think from where you want to go. Like, okay. And during this time, of course, my parents were against me. They think that I'm doing some crazy shit. My wife did. I don't even understand what I'm doing. And family functions used to happen. I need to go and attend. I stopped that. Friends parties, I stopped it. because I need to focus on that things. If I don't focus on all this, if I focus on these things, I will never achieve what I want to become. And it's a hard decision. And many people think that they need motivation to do things. Motivation is not really necessary. You need to change that mindset, because yes, motivation sometimes it will happen, like you, when you listen to motivation videos and all those things, they'll take you to next level. They'll say that you can lift a mountain on your shoulders and all those things. Okay, that will temporary. But until you don't change that way of seeing the world, which is your mindset, no matter how much motivation, even Tony Robbins sit beside you and tell you to do the stuff, you have that not a growth fixed mindset, no one can do it, no one can help, no one can help. So what I did is, because of my bad experiences I had and the insults that I got during this journey and all those things, that the desire has become very strong. I need to become at any time. And I know most people may not have that kind of strong desire. They have wishes of becoming rich, of having, getting into vacation. Everyone have wishes. Okay. But when I joined this HTC program, the first thing they asked me is create a vision board. I created a vision board. When I created a vision board, that it actually stuck in my mind. It's not living. I have to do this. And I know, like many people, again, they think that they need motivation and all those things. There are different kind of people here in the world, and there are, when someone say, they think that they need validation from other person. Maybe my parents are not agreeing with me, maybe I should not go, maybe my wife is not agreeing with me, I should stop this. This is not about your wife, it's about parents, it's about you, who you were going to become. When you become that person, obviously your family will come with you also. You're not changing yourself, you're also changing your family. Maybe your family may not have that information that you have. Maybe your family may not have the desire that you wanted to become. But that should not stop you. Okay? That's what I never listen, because I am reading books, I'm joining courses and all those things. That information I have, and that awareness that I have, long back ago, I was thinking, like, if one person makes $100,000 in a IT job per year, that's a great achievement. $100,000. My God, is rich. But when I joined HTC, people are making $100,000 in a month. That opened my mind. What am I doing? And I'm thinking like 100,000 per year is a big achievement. Now people are making 100,000 because I got my environment changed. Okay, because I'm into HTC and all those things. My exposure to the world, the new world, how much people can achieve in their life, everything got changed. Maybe your father or mother or your wife may not have that kind of awareness that you might have by reading the books. They think that playing safe or making 1 lakh rupee per month is a big achievement for them because of their worldview. And they try to stop you, protect you, because you're doing something. So first thing, if you have to become successful, is open your mind, learn about how people are achieving, how people are making money, how people are creating business, how people are becoming successful. Learn from those people, and all these people who are stopping you, that friends, family, it doesn't matter. This, when someone say, "Oh, Umesh, don't take risk. Oh, Umesh, come and enjoy the party weekend. Let's booze." These things become very small for me right now. Okay, right now I used to enjoy parties. Of course, I'll also go to parties, but again, hangover in the morning, I waste one day. Why should I go? I'm stopping all those things. So getting awareness is more important, and learning people from who are successful is important, rather than listening to that old tape recorder, your wife, your parents, who have now not achieved anything. Compare, like, when are they successful? If someone is giving you idea or about your how to invest in stock market or anything, suggestion, first thing, whether they have become successful. No, right? So you should not listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing, Umesh, because you touched many areas. I've money where I invested in something where the person doesn't can manage his own personal life investments, and I listened to that person. I lost a lot
Yeah,
of money there. But
I won't listen to a relationship advice from a person who got divorced.
true, true,
No.
true. And the word awareness is really, really powerful, because you're absolutely right. Because our friends, family, parents, wife, children, husband, whoever it is, they want the safe area. And you cannot work in safe environment if you really want to grow, and you want to get many things achieved in your life. I understand that. But that's really nice. I have one question from Atul again, and
Okay.
he asks, sir, please share your why, and has it changed in last 5 years during your journey?
Okay. My why is to become. Okay, let me share why. So it goes back to 1920s. Okay. My family was rich. My family was rich, and a lot of gold used to be there. But what happened is, uh, everything is lost, and we became into middle class. So my parents used to say, man, we used to be very rich, and this person who is there right now used to work in my house and he's become successful. But no, he used to work in our house, and all those things they used to say. And this actually irritated me. Man, if someone worked in our house and become successful, why are we not becoming success? Why we lost everything? Why? And then I found out that it's because they don't know how to make money. Of course, forget about making money. They don't even know how to save the money that was generated by my grandfathers. They're spending that. They become comfortable. They're spending like anything and all those things. And most often, they lack education about financial education and like how to do everything. And that has actually become a burning problem for me. Man, if I tell the same story to my kid, this person used to work in my grandparents' home, my kid laugh at me. What story should I repeat? The same story with my kid? Man, we used to be very rich. All these things are nothing in front of us. No, I, I have to become entrepreneur. I need to do something for my family. I can't tell all these bullshit stories. I still I've got trained with these stories all my childhood. Every relative used to come. Your family was rich. Your family was rich. Your family. Even a long back ago, I took my kid to my one of my hospital here, and that doctor got inspired from my uncle. He has actually paid him the medicine fees, and he also told to my wife, "This family used to be rich." I got inspired from his uncle. I became a doctor. Man, I want to stop this. People, okay, I want to stop this. We have to be rich, and I don't want to become used to be rich. I want always rich. So what I have to do? I found out that where is the link that got break? The link that got break is mindset. Okay, they become too comfortable, and that mindset of working hard has missed. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to. So I started working hard. My only thing is I want to become entrepreneur, and could be the same case with so many families. It's not whether you are rich. It's not about your poor or anything. You wanted to become something. That means my only goal was to create my own identity. I don't want to remember because of my forefathers or grandfathers they have done. Oh, this guy is a grandson of this guy. No, I don't want that. I want to create my own identity, and this is the same case with most of people might be. And this be in my mind for very long, and still very long for is going on still. But I have transformed. I have transformed. I'm making money now. I become business person. But during that process, also I see many people, colleagues, and all those people who have great stories to share. They have the strong men. I've seen many people quit the job. They wanted to start something, but they don't know the process, the knowledge. They wanted to become something. They have that burning design, but they don't have that step by step process and anything. So that's why I want to help people. Funnel building, making money is one of the process. Passionpreneur, helping people to build business, is one of the process, because they wanted identity. They want to come out of the regular process of employment, making family happy and all those things. They took that big bold step. They want to build a business around their passion. Man, this is what why, because I was in this situation very long. I struggled a lot. I need to help these people. So if you ask my why is always around entrepreneurship. Always I want to become entrepreneur. I want to serve my family. I want to serve the community. This is my why. How can I become entrepreneur? I tried a lot of things. I failed in things. Then I found my passion is about building sales funnels and digital marketing and all those things. So I combine both why and my passion. That's how coach funnels and what I'm doing, passionpreneur. So this is what connected with my why.
Wow, wow. Uh, Before I share Atul's point here, his response, I would like to thank Atul for asking this, is because I personally even didn't knew this background story of the core why. I mean, the real background of it. Thanks, Atul. And Atul also says, very, very powerful, sir. Thanks for sharing. Difficult times build tough people, and tough people create good times. Wonderful. Well said, Atul. And
Thank you, Atul.
wow. So now, I can actually go on and on now, but we are at I think I'm going to have my next episode with Umesh part 2 soon. And we'll have more questions, Umesh, because there's so many things. And I'll be very honest. I want to talk about your book, your ebooks, there's so many things that you're coming up with as well. So
Yes.
let me just give me 1 second. I want to share this. So Umesh, can you see my screen?
Yes, are you sharing? Okay, yeah, good book. Yeah.
So please go ahead, Umesh.
So the term coach funnels, okay. So why I decided to help coaches, because if I didn't have a mentor, Dan Locke or Dave Gadvi in my life, or Russell Brunson or Grant Cardone, I couldn't become right now. I wouldn't sit before you, in front of you, and doing this. So I believe, rather than this traditional colleges, education, and everything, coaches are the people who can help society more. They can share it, be it leadership coach, NLP coach. You are the guys helping the people to get results, rather than these traditional educations. So because of my why, I want to entrepreneur, and because I didn't have the mentor, I struggled a lot. And I want to give back to this coaching community, because I want, if I have to impact 1 million, I can't do it by myself. Okay, I need to help coaches so that they can help hundreds and thousands of people by transforming their lives. Then how can I help these people? Most coaches don't have this technical knowledge of building funnels or getting leads and conversions, and there's a big problem. And most people have that knowledge, certificates, and all those things. So this book helps them actually position themselves as an expert in the market. How can they create a message and reach more people? And how can they build funnel is not about technical stuff. How can they build funnels and build a system so that they focus more on transformation rather than managing Excel sheets or calling all these people? How can they automate this business? So this is how we created. Of course, my business is also coach funnels, and so I wanted to help give back to the community, give back to the great mentors that they are doing the transformation for the people. So this is why I created this coach funnel. So it is going to release very soon.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward for it. And the best part is that it's on Amazon, so I can get in Australia as well.
Oh yeah.
So
Sure,
yeah, that's the best part. All
It
right.
is
So,
truly
Umesh,
living.
there's a couple of.
Yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Yes, absolutely. No, there's a couple of comments. I'm gonna share that, but let me ask you my one of my questions, and we're at the end of the show, almost at the end, and that's one of the questions that I ask all my guests. Is that, do you believe that sharing stories impact?
Of course. If Dan Locke didn't share, if Dev Gadve didn't share, I could not have been inspired. If someone, all the books were stories, right? They have shared their stories. I got inspired from stories. I learn from stories because that gives me, okay, if I'm feeling that thing, feeling down or getting in the swam area, okay, I know this story already. Someone has already gone through that, and he has did something like this. Let me implement that stuff. Stories. I love stories. And thanks for bringing
Fantastic.
all the stories from great people. And you're doing a great, amazing job helping other people to learn from the stories.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're my mentor. There's so much to learn from you further as well. So with that, I'm gonna end with couple of. So Atul says thank you for the impactful stories, Amit sir. Yep, thank you, Atul, very much. I'm glad that you're there. And Vinod Pillai says Umesh
Thank
rocks,
you.
lots of insight. Thanks, Amit.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yep,
Vinodji.
thank you, Vinod. And one last comment from Atul. All marketers tell stories.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Seth Godin book.
Yes. All right. With that, I would really, I'm gonna, so this is a, so to all my viewers, we are not done yet. All right. But we're gonna end this show now. But I'm gonna make sure that I have Umesh Emmadishetty part 2 coming soon. Maybe not now, but at least in next quarter, because we want to give him more and we're going to learn more, because over a period of next 3 months he's going to get into more areas. He will also share his book details. He will also share how the book was received, and we're going to learn what he's doing back at that time, right? So it's my
Of course.
promise to everyone that I'm going to
The,
get him again, because there's so many things I want to know.
yeah, of course. Three months
Right.
are good for me to experiment new
Yeah.
things and fail, and I can share stories.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With that, thank you everyone who's been watching this show live, and thank you all the people who are going to watch this in the recording. Please connect with Umesh. The link of his site is in the all the places, in all the 3 platforms. It is coachfunnels.in if you want to make a note of it. And make sure that you connect with him. Make sure that you go and grab his book whenever it's going to be out. Umesh, is there any date of the launch?
It's August, in the August ending. It
August?
should
All
come.
right. Fair enough. So you're
I'm
gonna
planning.
anyway. So once the book is
I'll
launched,
update.
I'm gonna make sure that we announce it as well. I'll do that for on my
Thank you.
platforms as well. And kindly connect with him. He's a wonderful human being. Apart from all the other things, you can learn a great deal of things from him, right from the awareness part to mindset, and moving that to actually making loads and loads and shitloads of money as well. Okay. With
Thank
that,
you.
thank you, Umesh, once again. It's been a pleasure to know you for a long time now, and also a great pleasure to that you're my mentor, and we'll keep continuing that as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Amit. Thanks for bringing me on your show
Yeah.
and giving me opportunity to share my story.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And God bless you. And take care, everybody. And if you want to come to my show, all you have to do is just ping me and I'll connect with you, and we can share your story, just like Umesh and all my people here, all the guests who have been here, and we can create an impact in this world. All right. Until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless everyone. Bye bye.